So I lived in Kansas City for about 8 years. While I was there, I ran an after-school program, and we were in the perfect area in Kansas City. And I say that because for someone like me, who is a very big sports fan, I was about 5 miles from Kauffman Stadium and Arrowhead Stadium, which are the football stadium and the baseball stadium. And what was even better is because I worked for a nonprofit, we got baseball tickets all the time. So it was a Saturday afternoon, and we were taking kids to a game in the dead of summer. I don't know if you've ever been in the Midwest in the dead of summer, but it is hot. So we're at the very tip top of the stadium. I think we're like 4 rows from the very top. I've got 20 some kids with me. And one of these kids has been my baby for the last, 2 years. I've had him in my after school program since he was like 3 or 4. And he, at this point, was already calling me Mama J. That was his name for me. And so Marquise is sitting beside me, and we have a group of people behind us that are a little bit on the wild side. We'll put it that way. They're enjoying their baseball game a little too much for my liking and for the liking of the 20-some children that I have in my care. I have a temper. Let me preface by saying that. I have a very, very, very bad temper. So the next thing I know, my 5-year-old is sitting beside me, and he and I are talking, and I feel something wet all down my back, all down his back. It's in his hair, and their adult beverage has been spilled all over us. I am livid. I turn around, I'm ready to fight, and I quickly realize that there are all these eyes looking at me. And I don't mean the people that are behind me. I mean the 20 kids that I've just brought with me. And they are waiting for Miss Jess to lose her ever-loving mind on these people. I immediately had to stop what I was doing and check myself. I looked at Marquise, I grabbed his hand, the lady is laughing. I am fighting every urge within me to not lose it on her. And I grab his hand and I was like, let's go. And down the stairs we go to the bathroom, and I'm cleaning up my 5-year-old who now smells like a brewery. I was so angry. But here's what's really great. In the midst of all of this, I start to realize that I'm in control. I cannot fight. I would love to, but I can't. And it's not because I didn't want to, it was because I knew it wasn't the right thing to do. And this is why. In this section of the Bible, in this story, Peter, who may be my kindred spirit, is ready to fight. He does fight. He pulls the sword out. He's ready to come to Jesus' defense, and he chops the guy's ear off. But here's what I love about this is that Jesus tells him to stop and to put the sword away. That's kind of what I felt in that moment as I'm turning around to go off on this lady. And I have that feeling inside of me of like, stop. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. It's what you want to do, but it's not what you're supposed to be doing. I had to take a step back. And what I love about this is that is Jesus's MO. He's like, hey, listen, put away the sword. Don't fight. Show them love. Show them mercy. Show them compassion. And we see Jesus doing this time and time again, and now he's challenging Peter to do the same thing. Hey, put away your sword. Put away the sword. Stop fighting. See, it's very easy for us to pull out that sword. I'm quick to pull it out sometimes. I'm quick to want to go off. But Jesus is calling us to put the sword away, to love others the way that he loves them, and to see them the way that he sees them. It would have been very easy for me to go off on them, but I didn't. One, because it wasn't gonna help the matter. My 5-year-old smelled like a brewery at that point. It didn't matter. But what did matter was the way that I treated them made an impact on not just them, but the 20 kids that witnessed the love and the mercy and the compassion that I showed the people behind us. So maybe next time you go to want to pull that sword, maybe you should stop and think and be reminded of those words that Jesus tells Peter is to put your sword away.